and people have chosen.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington for the back half of Series 7. Today it'll be the Boston Red Sox as they visit the Seattle Mariners. It was a very close series, this, between the two of them. That was all the way back in Series 1. The Mariners took that series, actually, they didn't even take us to split the series one game apiece. This is going to be the rubber match here. This could be very important when it comes time for playoff implications and the tiebreaker. But on the mound today for the Seattle Mariners will be Logan Gilbert. Should be a good appearance here, but he'll have to start things off against Pete Crow Armstrong, one of the best, I would say, pure plate players so far this season. He's done a brilliant job at the plate for the Red Sox. I apologize, I'm trying to get my stats sheet back open. My computer's on the fritz. First offering is fastball high, that being for ball one. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a drive to the right side, gloved by the first baseman, and the play is made. Easy does it there for Carlos Santana. Here's the lineup then for the Red Sox. Ketel Marte at second, Devers the DH, Bregman the third baseman, Dansby Swanson, Jake Berger, Wilyer Abreu, George Springer the right field, and Ryan Jeffers round out the order here for Boston. Ketel Marte stepping in. He's done a phenomenal job this season as well.
That's a ball.
And the fastball high for ball one. Slider on the bottom edge, 1-1. One foul behind. Ball two. That one's going to be low.
2-2.
Inside of the plate, the bat will shatter. Over for it is going to be the third baseman, Muncy, and he barely makes that grab. That'll be the second out. Now stepping in is going to be Rafael Devers.
Ball one.
And outside for ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Devers this season batting .259, 7 for 27.
Ball.
Now he's going to go with ball two. That one hit pretty well, but fouled to the right. Slider finds zone for strike two. That one, slider on the bottom edge of the zone, grabbed by Muncy, thrown to first, and that's going to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down then for Boston. Good inning defensively for Seattle. Due up, Jose Altuve, Michael Harris, and Brent Rooker. Now on the mound is going to be Jacob deGrom. Where did my...
Leading up, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
High.
Jose Altuve stepping up. Foul. That one over the right side. That's going to get down for a base hit. Leadoff hit there for Jose Altuve. That'll make him 30 for 15 on the season. A clean 500 batting average for Jose Altuve. And now over to Michael Harris.
Hook one.
First offering, fastball on the top edge, goes for strike
No
one.
ball. 1 strike.
Down foul. And the fastball goes for strike 3 as Harris will look at that one.
That is good. No left field.
No, that's a ball.
Now stepping in is Brent Rooker. Rooker this season batting a clean .333, 7 for 21. He's been good at getting on base, not necessarily just hitting the ball, which he's done good at. 4 RBI, 2 extra base hits as well. He's had a good season all around, really. That one, however, going to be hit shallow into the air to the right side. Should be easy for Springer. And that one's going to get down for the second out. Here's a look at the lineup then for the Mariners. Coming up next, Jarren Duran, the designated hitter. William Contreras, Muncy, the third baseman. Santana at first, Brenton Doyle, the center fielder, and Carlos Correa rounds out the order at short. Now Jarren Duran stepping in. Duran, 285 this season, 6 for 21. One of the American League leaders in stolen bases with 4. That was foul.
Ball.
And the fastball outside. Ball 1-1. That one's going to travel high. Two-one Duran right down the center. That one could be trouble. Well, maybe not. Into the glove of Pete Crow Armstrong out in right center. That's going to be the third out. Well, Jose Altuve gets on base there in his first in the leadoff spot, but nothing really else. Bregman, Swanson, and Berger due up for the Red Sox.
Leading off the Boston, the third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Bregman this season, 400 average, 10 for 25. He's done fantastically as well. Tell you what, top half of the batting order here for the Red Sox, definitely good at their job. Let's put it that way. Check swing on the bottom edge, points to first. That one is safely there. The ground left side gets through for a base hit, and that'll make it 11 for 26 on the season for Bregman. .423 average, 21 RBI. The top half of the order for Boston responsible for this season. BCA with 6, Cattell Marte with 6, Devers with 5, Bregman at 4, Swanson with 3. And it's Swanson stepping in now, .227 average on the season. On foul. Runner on first now, nobody out.
Ball.
Slider low, 1-1.
1-1.
Kenny Jansen, the home plate umpire.
Ball 2.
And slider outside. Wind up from Gilbert. That one inside. The splitter nearly taking the lead knee of Swanson. Jake Berger due up next. 3-1 count here. And the slider goes for strike 2. Gilbert finding the zone again. Count moves to full. Well, swung on that low pitch. Thankfully foul. Santana was going to get there either way, but Swanson's quite lucky. Going to get another opportunity here. 21st offering from Gilbert. That one popped into the air to the left side. Should be easily done then. Grabbed by Rooker, I believe. Is that Rooker or is that Doyle? No, that is Rooker.
The first baseman, number 22, Jake Berger.
Now it's going to be Jake Berger. Berger this season 3 for 21, the 142 average. 2 RBI in the 3 hits that he has had this season. So he can hit the ball, but just doesn't do it very often. 1-0. Following Berger is going to be George Springer. Springer, the right field starter last season for Toronto. Making only one of his first few starts of this Red Sox side. Only 0 for 6. Batting for him has only got 6 plate appearances so far this season, having mostly played behind Cody Bellinger, who is still 0 for 16 this season. Big swing from Berger, swung on a miss on the slider outside. First strikeout of the game for Logan Gilbert. And we got 2 outs. But it's going to be Wilyer Abreu stepping up now. 4 for 22, a 181 this season.
Ball. 1-0.
Of course, when you get to Ryan Jeffers, you know, a couple weak hitters in the middle of the lineup here for Boston. Swanson now at a 217, Berger at the 136, Bellinger, who went 0 for 16 before getting benched. 181 for Abreu. That one foul. And you get to Ryan Jeffers, a 421, 8 for 19. He's done great. Cutter on the top edge, 1 and 2. Outside edge fastball, swung on, fouled away. Into the ground, also fouled. And low and inside. The fastball on the top edge. Abreu's going to get another shot here. And the fastball is going to go high. Count moves 3 and 2 with Springer on deck. Right down the middle fastball. That one tracking towards the wall. Wilyer Abreu is going to get a double and a run will score. Throw down over to third, and one run will absolutely score then for Boston. Good stuff for Willie Abreu, only his second RBI of the season. Third hit for extra bases, however. It's quite interesting, considering he's only got 5 hits this season, 3 of them for extras. And the Mariners down early. Difficult season for Seattle. George Springer stepping in now, 0 for 6 this season, as we said. Relatively new to this Red Sox lineup. First offering is fouled into the catcher, 0-1. Seattle team full of struggles this season. Having, thought many was going to contend for World Series last year, as the St. Louis Cardinals didn't quite come to fruition. Slider middle, foul behind, 0-2. One on the bottom edge, hit pretty well out towards the corner, but it will go foul. Oh, 0-2 to Springer, 38th offering for Gilbert, and the slider low and away. One and two, big swing from Springer, and finally he bites at the slider outside, and that does retire the side. But not before Willie Abreu can knock in a one-run double. And heading into the bottom of the second, it is 1-0 Red Sox. It's going to bring up William Contreras. 217 this season for him, a pair of extra base hits. Only just the 1 RBI to show for it. First offering, curveball on the outside edge, goes 0-1. That one hit pretty well in the air out to the left side. It looks like PCA is going to come up with this one about 10 feet shy of the warning track, and that'll be the first out. That's going to bring up Max Muncy. Muncy this season, 1 for 22. Talk about poor batting, it's Max Muncy. Yet he remains in the lineup. He can hit the ball.
No.
But just really hasn't this season, 1-0.
No strike.
Not to mention due up next is going to be Carlos Santana. And the changeup on the inside corner, 1-1. Well, high middle fastball swung through and missed by Muncy. It'll make it 1-2. That one in the dirt. That one thundered off the end of the bat, but foul. And the slider catches the top edge, and that one's going to go down as strike 3 looking for Muncy. 1 for 23 on the season. Now it's over to Carlos Santana. Santana has started every game for Seattle this season, despite only bringing in a 1 for 14 batting average, 1 for 14 line of .071 average. He does do exceptionally well at getting on base. He does draw walks very efficiently. 2 outs bottom of the second. And a middle changeup looked at for strike 1. On foul. And predictably strike 3 for Santana and a half-hearted swing after it. And after 2, it's 1 for the Red Sox, nothing for Seattle. That's going to bring up Ryan Jeffers, the catcher. Jeffers, as we said, 8 for 19, 421 average. Nothing too much to talk about in the power category. No home runs, only just the 1 extra base hit and a pair of RBI on the season. But you need a leadoff hit like this. you know, in one of these middle innings here, this is the guy you want to look for. Definitely a guy to get on base. Matter of fact, I think genuinely he should be the first in the lineup. Should genuinely be the leadoff hitter for Boston. And a middle slider, 2-1, as Jeffers doesn't take a hack at it. And that one foul. That one outside. Big swing from Jeffers and a strikeout there for Boston's catcher. That'll be the first out. That's now going to bring up Pete Crow Armstrong. PCA was retired in his first at-bat. He's 8 for 31 on the season. And the first offering's a slider outside. That one down the middle, 1-1.
No.
And the fastball high and away. Two and one, that one middle and fouled away. And the fastball on the inside edge. PCA goes down for the second time today. And that now brings up Ketel Marte.
That's a
And
ball.
a slider low.
Ball.
That one apparently off the plate there, according to the home plate umpire, Kenny Jansen. Cut it down the middle, swung through and missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one on the bottom half of the plate and into the crowd foul.
Full
That
count.
one inside. Full count now to Ketel Marte with Rafael Devers on deck. Middle fastball. That's definitely a risky pitch to throw there from Gilbert. That one foul. Swung through and missed, strike 3, and Ketel Marte will go down on strikes. Despite giving up the early run, Logan Gilbert, it's not been a bad game for him. Middle of the third, still 1-0 Sox. That now brings up the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Doyle this season, 2 for 9, 222 average, 1 home run. Justin Slayton and Martin Perez warming up for the Sox. Here's the 0-1. Doyle's going to rip that one into right field. That'll get down for a base hit, his third of the season. Well, Doyle's statistics, at least his player attributes, aren't necessarily phenomenal in any category, except for his clutch rating, which I believe is in the 90s. And there you go. That definitely proves that. Well, here's another guy that you could go down and call clutch. It's Carlos
That's
Correa.
a check. Did he swing?
That's going to be a strike. I'm not entirely convinced of that. Let's take the umpire's point of view there. That's not the one that we want. Well, Correa this season, having since joined the Seattle Mariners as a free agent. Try it now. I didn't want to see that play. I wanted to see the check swing call, but Correa 3 for 9, 333 average, 1 home run, 2 RBI, and an extra base hit. He's done well, having since joined this team. Previously was Corey Seager at the shortstop position, went 1 for 14. Hell of a season in the negative direction for Corey Seager, similar to some of the players on this Mariner side. 2 for 2, swung on and missed on the curveball. That goes down as strike 3. And now back over to Jose Altuve in the top of the order, 1 out. Runner on first, bottom of the third. Altuve already has a base hit today. Let's see what he could do. And the fastball, ooh, according to Jansen, is inside for ball 1. Bit of a bold call, that one. (1-0) to Altuve. That one on a line out towards left. That one's going to get over the head of Abreu, and that is going to at least advance the runner to third, potentially home. The throw on its way. Diving in there is Doyle, and he is thrown out by the shortstop, Dansby Swanson, on the relay. Good stuff from Abreu to get that ball in. Doyle really wanted to score from first, and, well, you got to give him credit for trying. That one was hit very well there off the bat of Altuve. But a good throw home from Dansby Swanson, and Jeffers has no issue making that tag. So unfortunately for Jose Altuve, not going to get an RBI for that one, but what it does do, that puts him 16 for 31 on the season. He is in surplus of 500 batting average, 516.
No.
And his second extra base hit of the season. Michael Harris, the second, standing in now, runner on second. That is Altuve. 3 for 25, 120 average for Harris. Close play at the plate there, but definitely lined into left. That one's going to get down in front of Abreu. Altuve is going to be rounding third and headed for home, and the throw is offline. And that is going to tie this game up. Harris has his 4th hit of the season. And that is a game-tying RBI base hit. His first of the season as well. Only just the single. Taking off for second now. And the throw down. And he's going to be thrown out at second, looking for his second stolen base of the season. But Harris is going to get the Mariners on the board here after 3, 1-1. Logan Gilbert remains on the mound. Rafael Devers stepping in. That one popped into the air to the right side. Santana over for it near the home team dugout. And he'll get to that one for the first out. So Devers swings at the first pitch that he sees, and he's down. That'll lower him to 241 on the season. That now brings up Alex Bregman. Bregman 1 for 1 with a single. And this, oh geez, Kenny Jansen saying that one's outside. Logan Gilbert disagrees. The 1-0. The slider inside. Manuel Clase warming up for Seattle. Seattle did take their previous win in the bullpen, didn't they? Orion Kirkering actually went down with the victory against the Atlanta Braves after that 4-2 win. Kirkering picked up the win on the mound. Raisel Iglesias picked up the loss for Atlanta. Swings through the high fastball. 3-1 the count. As Gilbert, will he pitch direct here? Does he try to get him to swing and allow the runner? Well, it's going to be a low fastball, and Bregman makes his way to first on a walk. First walk of the game allowed from Gilbert. Dansby Swanson stepping up now. He's 0 for 1. Following Swanson will be Berger. Let's see what Dansby can do here. Well, that one's going to be well outside. Yeah, no doubt about that one. And the cutter high. On foul. That one popped into the air, and it's also going to be foul. Swung on and missed. Outside slider. Great pitch there from Logan Gilbert. 6th strikeout of the game for him. And that'll bring up 2 outs now with Jake Berger stepping in. So top of the 4th, runner on first, 2 outs now. 69th offering of the game on the way from Gilbert, and a slider on the outside edge goes for strike 1. Kenny Jansen calls that one in the strike direction there after having called that one a ball in the previous 2 occasions. The 0-1, that one outside.
Ball.
Inside.
1-2.
That one foul. That one fouled as well. He's going to be well outside. Berger battling quite well here. Big at-bat this for Boston. That was foul. Still a good battle. Two and two. Check swing, points down to first. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is freaking awful. I'm so dreadfully sorry, but that is just such a terrible call. And of course, again, the game is... No, it'll tell us. Well, let's see. From the perspective of the umpire at first. Okay. Yeah, I still say no to that one. I really do. That's just kind of a weird call to make in that scenario. Of course, I will say at least that umpire has consistently called that sort of thing. Brent Rooker stepping up now. Rooker 0 for 1 in today's game. It's a big inning this for Seattle. Realistically, they could get something good on the board here and, go into that top of the 5th looking in the good direction. You got to think a couple of hitters on the downside coming up next to Boston's order. Of course, Abreu, Springer, and Jeffers the next 3. Of course, you got to worry about Jeffers with his .400 average. Abreu 217 and Springer 0 for 7. Rooker's going to fly that one in the air to the right side. That one should be easily caught for Springer, and that'll be the first out. Now going to bring up Jarren Duran. Duran 0 for 1 as well. Duran has yet to record a home run on the season. What a time to make that happen. First offering from DeGrom and a fastball on the bottom edge goes 0-1. Swung through and missed. Inside. Oh, see, that one wasn't called a strike. Of course, no appeal from the catcher, but still. Kind of a no-brainer, that one. It's gone uncalled. That one's going to be in the dirt, 2-1. Duran, Contreras, Muncy, the next 3 due up for Seattle. I mean, you got to think going into the bottom half of Seattle's order here into the 5th inning was not a good look. Bunted down the line, but it does go noticeably foul, and it's 2-2. Have yet to see even a successful bunt attempt in this league. Middle fastball swung through and missed as Duran goes down swinging, and that's the second out. 5th of the game for DeGrom. Big swing and a hack there, and now it's William Contreras.
Yeah.
Fastball, strike one.
Ball
That one
one.
outside. Be
One
good if
ball, one
Contreras
strike.
is at least walked here. That one is smacked pretty hard out in the air to left, but it's not going to be nearly enough, and that's going to be the third out. All tied up going into the final inning. 1 Boston, 1 for Seattle, and entering the game now looks to be Emmanuel Clase. And stepping up is going to be Willie Abreu, RBI double. Earlier in the game, he's done a good job. Throughout Doyle at home, could have easily been a one-run ball game for Seattle, having gone ahead of Boston, but it's not come to fruition thanks to the good fielding by Abreu. That one's foul, 0-2. That one foul. Popped into the air, also foul.
That's a ball.
Fastball top of the zone, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, it's a difficult situation this for Seattle, knowing that you gotta leave that next inning up to the bats when you're coming up into a part of the order with not very good bat skills. Muncy. That one foul. Muncy 1 for 23, Santana 1 for 15. Of course, then you get to Bretton Doyle at a 300, 3 for 10. Carlos Correa, if you're lucky, that one hit in the air. Oh, and it's going to land just foul. That would have been a fantastic hit there from Abreu. 1 for 2, Abreu. Hit on the left. Oh, goodness me. What a jumping catch there from Carlos Santana. Slightly unexpected, that one. That'll be the first out. Great play from Santana, leaping into the air. Brings up now George Springer. Springer 0 for 7. 0 for 1 in today's game with a strikeout, 0 for 7 obviously on the season. 10th pitch from Clase. And the slider low and inside for strike 1. And high middle cutter goes strike 2. Foul. Swung through and missed, strike 3. Springer still can't get his first hit on the board, and the Red Sox in danger of leaving this one up to the defensive side of the baseball. But it's Ryan Jeffers up first, and this could mean trouble here for Seattle if they're not careful. And the slider low. And the middle slider, 1-1. As Jeffers wasn't interested in swinging at that. Swung on, a missed, strike 2. Great pitch there from Clase to get Jeffers the bite. 17th pitch on the way from Clase. You have to wonder if he'd pitch again in extras. That one's foul. Should this game go to extras, that'd be a difficult ask. Fouled behind again. Jeffers not willing to give up easily.
No.
Slider low, 2-2. That one foul. That one foul as well. Not good news here for Emmanuel Clase, who, you know, closing pitcher you got to expect has to have some gas in the tank to go an extra inning, and he finally strikes out Jeffers, but it took much longer than anticipated. Well, the one thing that Seattle hasn't been great at this year is the bats, and it's going to be left up to the bats here in the bottom of the fifth, still 1-1. Justin Slayton stepping up here for the Red Sox, and it's Max Muncy. 1 for 23 on the season. Can he do it? With a cutter on the inside edge, 0-1. Muncy, Santana, Doyle. Curveball, top edge, 0-2.
0-2.
Tell you what, though, for what it's worth, assuming Doyle is the third out, right? That would be a hell of a player to have standing on second base when we go to extra innings. He is a phenomenal player. Oh, diving play from Marte. That one's going to get away from him, and Muncy's going to reach first. Do they give that an error? No, it does go down as a base hit for Muncy, his second of the season. And now it's going to be Corey Seager stepping up to clinch hit. He's 1 for 14 on the season. Why would they do this? Second hit of the season for Muncy, and this is Corey Seager stepping in for Carlos Santana. Seager was a staple of this side last season when they were the St. Louis Cardinals, and now into this one, 1 for 14. Of course, the one hit he has on the season is an extra base hit. 0-1. Cutter, 0-2. Big at bat here. You at least got to get that on ball. Even if you fly that ball out to right field, that still at least gives Muncy somewhat of a chance of reaching second on maybe a tag. Double play ball you got to avoid. Inside sweeper, 2-2. That's the big thing. You cannot double play here. Even a strikeout would be better than a double play right now. Kenny Jansen calls that one outside. He's had a couple of those today where the baseball on the outside edge of the plate, and he's just not seen it as well as the pitchers would like. I'd say he's about 50-50 on the outside edge, realistically. 3-2 for Corey Seager. That one foul. Fantastically hit off the bat, but not timed. Three and two for Seager. That one hit over to the left side. Corey Seager is going to get on. Runners now on first and second, and by the way, the two people which have just collected hits for the Boston Red Sox have a total of... Hang on. I want to get these stats correctly here. Muncy is 2 for 24. 2 for 24 for Muncy, 2 for 15 for Seager. The two players which have just gotten base hits here in the bottom of the fifth have a combined total of 4 for 39. Those two players together are batting 102 on the season. And here they are, having just got base hits here at the absolute death. And now Brenton Doyle, who already has a good hit on the day, could knock in the winning run. Of course, it's Muncy on second. He's not the quickest of baseball players. But it's absolutely possible that Brenton Doyle wins the game here for the Seattle Mariners. Having won last week's game in Atlanta, this would be huge for Seattle. Outside 1-1. And by the way, if not for Brenton Doyle, potentially Seager. Hit on the ground, foul to the left side, 1-2. But again, got to avoid the double play. That one foul. And again, another ball that, had it got down, probably could be good for a base hit. Outside. 2-2 the count. And I think this one might go to depth of bullpen here. This game looks like it could be headed for extras.
Okay.
Cutter on the bottom edge. That one was genuinely outside, I think. Still not happy with it is Justin Slayton. Count is full at 3-2 with Corey Seager on deck. Sorry, not Corey Seager. Carlos Correa, who already has a walk-off home run this year. 3-2. Doyle hit in the air to the left side. That one tracking towards the corner. It is going to be Abreu there. Hopefully Muncy does not take off from second, and he doesn't. So runners now still on first and second, and it's Carlos Correa.
Shortstop,
Okay, so the Mariners have essentially burned through their free out. Carlos Correa 0 for 1 today, 3 for 10 on the season, a walk-off home run, 2 RBI for him. Base hit could win this ball game. If it's hit to right, that could do it. Hit to left, it's going to be up to Altuve. Cutter on the bottom edge goes for strike one. Let's say even Carlos Correa grounds into the double play here, which is absolutely possible. 0-2. That would mean he would be the runner put on second when they go to extras with Jose Altuve leading off. 0-2 outside. Oh, and he did a good job holding his swing there. That was close for Correa. Oh, and he swung through that one totally. That now leaves it up to Jose Altuve. Altuve, Harris, Rooker, the next three. Cutter top edge, swung through and missed 0-1. Altuve 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Could he potentially do the Lord's work here and hit the walk-off for Seattle? Even a base hit to the right side would do it. 0-1. High sweeper, 0-2. Altuve does not swing. And the curveball, Altuve doesn't even get the bat off his shoulder. And the Mariners, with 2 runners aboard and an opportunity to win the game, do absolutely nothing. They flounder. And this one goes into extras. Ryan Helsley enters the game for Seattle. Clase had a good appearance, but 20-some-odd pitches thrown. This is Donovan Solano now playing first base. Solano actually batting 2 for 6 this season in pinch hitting assignments. And this is Pete Crow Armstrong. The runner on second is Ryan Jeffers.
That's a strike.
Slider 0-1. It's a difficult situation here. Pete Crow Armstrong has been one of the best baseball players in the league in these clutch situations. At least 2 walk-offs this season. That one swung through and missed 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Double play ball won't really happen here in extras. Even a base hit to the... Anything hit on the ground to the right side will advance that runner to the third. 0-2. That one foul. Hit well, but foul. Oh, and 2 to PCA. Swung through the curveball. 82-mile-an-hour curveball for Ryan Helsley. And well, I tell you what, that one really diced up PCA. That now brings up Ketel Marte. Following Marte is Devers. Here's Ryan Helsley's offering. Another curveball, 0-1.
No ball.
Batters on both sides, both teams, have actually struggled to time up the curveball in today's game. You're a curveball pitcher like Helsley, as long as you don't hang it, might be okay.
Ball, no.
He's going to try his fastball in excess of 100 mile an hour as Santos is warming up now for the Mariners. So again, when this one gets to the bottom half of the 6th, Jose Altuve will be the runner on second. Next 3 due up for Seattle will be Harris, Rooker, and Duran. Swung through and missed on the curveball 1 and 2. By the way, a 21 mile an hour difference. between Helsley's previous fastball and that curveball. 1-2. Inside slider. 90-mile-an-hour slider, but it's tailing off towards the batter in this instance. Marte's not going to swing at an inside pitch. And the low fastball count moves to full, 100-mile-an-hour, with Rafael Devers standing on deck. He can definitely do some damage. 3-2. That one foul. Get lucky there for Helsley. High fastball, 100-mile-an-hour at the waist. Most batters are going to take that one for a ride. Middle fastball. Helsley is playing with fire here. Though I would maybe expect this next one to be a curveball on the bottom edge. That would be my guess as to what happens here. Let's see what Helsley decides to do. Maybe he's thinking slider. Oh, slider inside, and I was wrong. Marte swung at that one wildly. Well, I said earlier in the at-bat, I don't think Marte would swing at a ball on the inside of the plate. As he tried that slider earlier, and Marte had no even remote, idea of swinging at it. This one now to Rafael Devers. Two phenomenal at-bats so far from Ryan Helsley. Devers is 0 for 2. But again, a base hit could really do the job. Jeffers is, I think, somewhat quick, is he not? I don't know. Jeffers is no stolen bases on the season, so I don't know. But we'll find out. The 0-1.
Ball.
Fastball inside, 102-mile-an-hour from Helsley. 15th offering here from the relief pitcher. The 1-1. Oh, check swing, and Jansen, at least you could say he's been consistent. That's a nasty missed call there at this late in the game. 2-1. Inside fastball swinging. 103 from Helsley. What does he do here? Does he go curveball? Does he go fastball inside again? The 2-2. Now there's a fastball closer to the outside of the plate. Devers was able to foul it off. So 3 consecutive fastballs there thrown from Helsley, I would assume. It looks like he's going to go slider inside again. 2-2 the count. Oh, that one's going to hit Devers. That one's going to collide with his lead elbow, and Devers is going to make his way to first with Alex Bregman. 423 batting, 4 RBI, and 2 extra base hits on the season, and that's the guy you leave it to here. First offering.
No.
And still Jansen does not like that left side of the plate very much. The 1-0.
Ball.
He doesn't like the outside either. 2-0 as the curveball doesn't go his way. Dansby Swanson on deck for the Red Sox.
Ball.
And a slider inside. It is a 3-0 count with Dansby Swanson on deck. Bregman is all up in Ryan Helsley's head right now, and Helsley had such a fantastic beginning to this closing appearance here. Fastball on the top edge, goes 3-1 as Jansen cuts him a break. That one foul off the catcher. 3-2 now, as Bregman has decided he wants to swing this bat. That one hit in the air to the right side, caught on a line by Harris. Somehow the Mariners escape that. I would almost call that a jam realistically. Michael Harris the second, Brent Rooker, Jaron Duran. Altuve will be standing on second.
Now pitching for Boston.
And it's Martin Perez stepping up now for the Red Sox. Harris in today's game, 1 for 2.
Ball.
Altuve is quick. Doesn't have any stolen bases this year, but he is quite speedy.
Ball 2.
Cutter inside 2-0.
2-0 to count.
What a game this would be for the Mariners to win, to get themselves really even just back in the conversation of being able to make playoffs. Coming into today's game at 4-7. Get themselves within 2 games of the top spot. That one hit in the air. Oh, it's going to go foul at the absolute last minute. Two and 2 to Harris. Swung through and missed in the dirt, thrown down to first, and that's the first out.
Now batting, left fielder.
That now brings up Brent Rooker. Already has a walk-off. Oh, and he's going to be IW'd here. Brent Rooker intentionally walked.
Up next is the Mariners.
Byron Buck. Why would you do that? You may have to hit again and you take Brent Rooker out of the game. That is freaking stupid. And there's a runner ahead of him. It's not like they're going to steal. Jaron Duran, the designated hitter, he's 0 for 2 today. Rooker's been IW'd. Byron Buxton is now the runner on first. Altuve still stands on second, 1 out. The 1-0. Duran foul. The 1-1 outside.
2-1.
Following Duran is William Contreras. 2-1, swung through and missed on the low curveball, 2-2. Actually, it would be, no, it would be Contreras. Santana got replaced by Solano. That one's foul. 2-2. I mean, Contreras is popping his bat, but I would rather trust Duran in this situation. Though that one popped into the air to straightaway center. Altuve is super far away from the bag and finally gets back, but that's going to be 2 outs.
Now batting, catcher, William.
And once again, the Mariners have runners on first and second. Could potentially win the game, but now William Contreras with 2 outs. First offering cutter on the bottom, 0-1. The 0-1. Hit directly up the middle. That could do it. That ball finds the outfield. Rounding third and headed for home is Altuve. No, the throw's gonna... Wait, what? The ball got away from Jeffers. And Altuve is in there and the game is over. Goodness me, Contreras has done it. Can we please find that replay? The ball gets away from Ryan Jeffers at the plate. We just need to see that one more time. The throw. Where'd it go? There it is. The throw from PCA was definitely in time, but here's where it all went wrong. Into the glove, and on the tag, the ball comes loose. Wow.
Well, love the day games here on the north side.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Miami Marlins and the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Max Fried.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
All right, ready to get underway. And at the plate for Miami, Elly De La Cruz. There's a strike up high. And this one is off and running. Foul ball there. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's one down.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Brian Reynolds in the box with one away as he takes ball one. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Next offering is in for a strike. Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's
popped up, and he's got it. That'll do it. Nothing doing for the Marlins, and now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in San Diego, and on the hill, Garrett Crochet. What do you got on him, Chris?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
So coming into the game now on defense, Davison De Los Santos. He takes over as the new first baseman. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
1-1.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
That one not close. And it's 3-2. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So here's Robert now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Kim on at first, nobody out. And that one cutting but missing down low. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. And there's the automatic. Swing and a miss, and now it's filled up 3-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll get down for a hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. 1 runs in. Robert on his way around third. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Misses the sweeper.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button. This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Reynolds makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they're up by 3.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Here's Royce Lewis. That one's in there. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We'll move to the second now at Petco Park. It's the Padres 3 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at Petco Park. All set for the start of the inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Max Fried will go to work. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That one fouled off. Fouled off to the right. That's a laser base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Ball to strike.
Ball outside.
No outs. Runner on second. That one ripped, but foul. Freed out of the stretch, fires. Ripped on the ground to second. 1 out in the second.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here comes Gleyber Torres.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Good take by Torres.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
That missed. That's a ball.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Hey,
Swing and a miss, strike one.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Next offering is downstairs. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. A massive home run. It's 3-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. Davison de Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Strike on the inside corner. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Next offering way upstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Now this is in the air down the line. Corrals it. And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now here is Jackson Chourio. Crochet back to work. Swings and misses. Strike one.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
And that one missing low. Late with the swing there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That one missed. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball three.
Full count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And at first, stepping in for San Diego, Wyatt Langford. Just missed.
That's a ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Jesus Tinoco up and throwing. Cronin also throwing. And a pitch. And that drops in for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. In the air, center field. Torres puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish. And will probably to first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
2 out, space is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And Nato is set down on strikes. Nothing doing there for the Friars, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. And we're back onto the third inning, and now the right fielder, Nolan Jones. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Griffin Jacks, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Adam warming up as well. Tapped out in front of the plate. And that one handled in plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Ground ball up the middle. Kim handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Ryan Reynolds here, a switch hitter batting right. Late swing fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Max Fried will give way. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Griffin Jacks.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So the tying run in scoring position now. And up next for Miami, Manny Machado.
No, that missed.
That's
the
down
ball.
and in. Off the mark there. And the count is 2-0. Reynolds on at second with 2 down. Yeah, that's fouled off.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's filled up.
Full.
Kyle Schwarber would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And Machado able to spoil that pitch.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. Doubled his first time. Just missed.
Ball.
Two on, 2 outs. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's down and away.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Deep breath. He's ready, and he fires. Pitch misses inside. And the count is filled up. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
3-2. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Well struck deep right field, way back and out of here. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 5-3. He kept swinging and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. A hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that's off
the ball.
The inside edge. 1-0.
1-0.
Two outs.
Oh yeah. 1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jazz goes down on strikes. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 5-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in San Diego as we go to the last of the third. Here's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. Right side. Torres fires over to first. One up, one down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Gunnar Henderson, the next up for the Padres. Doubled in his first AB.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. On the ground. Sneaks through, base hit. And that extends the inning.
The first baseman, number 33.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Little chopper rolls foul. Henderson, the runner at first with 2 gone. There's a swing and a drive. Reynolds ranging back. Adios, Peralta. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-5.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Garrett Crochet won't go any further tonight, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. New pitcher for the Marlins, Jesus Tinoco.
Number 38. Jesus Tinoco.
So here's Murphy now. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. And that's
Count
downstairs and outside. Royce Lewis, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. 3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. Inning over. 2 across on this San Diego homer. All even at 5 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Jason Adam. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Gleyber Torres. He's already homered here in this one. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Out to short. Fires across the diamond. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Davison De Los Santos.
Stepping in, Davison De Los Santos. 0 for 1 so far. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Headed down the line. Chourio on the move towards the line. Dealing to the wall. Makes the catch and foul ground.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. Fly to left his first time.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
1-0.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Upstairs, and it's 2-0. Check swing, called strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's downstairs.
down. Ball.
3-1. Nolan Jones in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In for a strike. Full count now.
Just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Struck him out looking. And the Marlins down quietly. This ball game still tied 5-all. Back here at Petco Park. Now it's the right fielder, Jackson Chourio. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. And now the 0-1. And a breaking ball misses outside. And the count 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Contreras under it, and he's got it. 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Wyatt.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Padres, Jackson Merrill.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at-bat in this game.
First
One
offering
ball, no
misses
strike.
badly for ball one. On the inside corner for a strike.
1-1.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that will drop foul. Another 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a ball popped up. And that dropped foul to no good. 29 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. 0-1 now. And a foul ball. And now 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2. Swing, a high fly ball hit the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. Adios, Peralta. And they grab the lead. It's 6-5.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And now Ha-Sung Kim. And it's fouled away. Next offering is down low. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away.
3-1.
You get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Fly ball down the line. Jones makes the catch, inning over. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 6-5. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Robert Suarez.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. On the corner for a strike.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
1-2.
Got him swinging.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now for the Marlins, Ellie De La Cruz. Sliced hard but foul. Right down to shoot. 0-2 now.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Just off the inside corner, and the count is 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And there's a ball. Outside low, and it's 3-2. Brian Reynolds in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only one out remaining.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So it's their last chance in this one. Brian Reynolds, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Suarez is just 1 strike away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And he dodges that fastball. Line drive. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-5 the final here today. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.